Thank you so much. Good to have you on Newsnight tonight. First, let's get your thoughts on the unfortunate killing of 17 soldiers in the Okuama area in Delta State. And the reactions so far. We heard the Senate President today say, look, this is likely the work of foreign mercenaries and not necessarily people from the Niger Delta. Let's get your thoughts.
Thank you very much. Thank you. What happened a few days ago is very shocking, very barbaric, wicked, and unforgivable. I think what is required, really, the military, together with the communities, all of us, should take it as a task to look for these people who committed this murder. It's very, very important. In fact, I'm so sad when I heard that Lieutenant Colonel Ali was involved, because on Thursday, 14th morning, I spoke to him at 10:45 about my younger brother, dead younger brother, Colonel Bernard Clark, retired, who died recently and was to be buried on Friday. And to have the military burial, a tradition to a burial, I have to contact him. And he told me that he was in a vehicle that will speak to me later. Only to hear that he was among. At that time, I thought he was speaking to me from Agbo in Delta State. There was another one is Major B. I spoke to him in Ugele about the same thing on Wednesday. So I'm indeed very, very, very sad that we should lose such people. At a time, even in the Boko Haram war, we have never lost soldiers like that. We all support Mr. President when he said the people should be looked for. And these satellite robo towns along the Focados or River Niger and the Jaws villages and communities, I've known them for a very long time. Okuama is between Akugbene town and Okoloba town. About 82 years ago, when I was in Standard 2, I attended the same school with boys from Okuama, boys from Okoloba, and boys from Akugbene. So I knew the area very well. So I'm really, really sad that this should happen. Historically, they are the same ancestor. There was our ancestor called Mei. I'm a Mei descendant who had children who left Ugobri in Bayelsa State and settled along the river, Focados River. So most of the towns and villages along the Focados River, they were Mei children. So there was the Kaladama, who was the most senior among them. Then you have Oge. He was the founder of Okoloba, and he was also the father of Ehu, which Barakolo, Okubama, Frukama, and Masoma, they are all descendants of Mei. But when two persons live side by side, whether they are brothers or they are not, they are bound to have differences over land. So they have been having these cases for the past 50 years or 80 years. Nobody has gone to the extent of carrying out such type of heinous, wicked action. So I'm indeed very, very sorry that this should happen. Yeah. But we have a duty not allow this thing to escalate.
All right.
We must all put our heads together. I was very happy when I listened to the governor of Delta State of his involvement in this matter.
And second, to see how we can get the marauding killers who have gone on the ground. What best can you say to the military at this point in time in going about getting these people without, getting more collateral damage within these?
Well, my appeal to our gallant soldiers is that they should temper, they should act maturely, and not to take the law into their own hands. I know they are provoked. We are all provoked. But that's not enough. They are innocent children, pregnant women everywhere. So as far as I'm concerned, we should appeal to the military to take it easy. They have all the modern technology. They should be able to fish out very soon those who committed these crimes. So it's not against the ordinary citizens. One will be angry that such a thing did happen in a place. So one will not blame the army so much for whatever that must have happened. It's all collateral damages. What I'm saying, enough is enough. The military should sit back. We are all Nigerians. And those who must have been responsible for this, they are not many. They are not many. Whoever hired them, wherever they come from, they should be fished out. That should be the main duty of the army. And we must all, I think Nigeria should of these gallant soldiers by declaring a day for them with half-mast all over the country. Officers and soldiers, innocent men who went for peaceful settlement of a matter. We appeal to the military to take it easy, that they are own people. And these are some of the things they are expected to have, to encounter. They did not die at war front. They were killed cold-blooded. So as far as I'm concerned, I will appeal to Mr. President, who is the Commander-in-Chief, to appeal to the soldiers to take it easy while looking for the people who committed this heinous crime.
Right. What do you make of insinuations that these killers may not be from the Niger Delta, likely to be foreign mercenaries, almost giving the insinuations that this must have been orchestrated, the killing of these soldiers?
Well, that is difficult to believe. I do not think we should extend these things. Let us look at ourselves. I said I spoke to the Lieutenant Colonel on Thursday, and he went to the place on Thursday and died. Well, except they had expressed information that they were going to visit Okuama. Otherwise, nobody knew that they were going there. So for people to come from outside, to waylay them, to surround them, is a matter we should investigate. We can't rule anything out, but at the same time, let's look at ourselves. The leaders of the various communities must be brought together. Find out from them. Nobody should be treated as a sacred cow. We are one. Perhaps I may say this. I'm an Ijon man, I'm an Urobo man. And I will be the last person to allow this type of matter to generate into a situation whereby we have intercommunal fracas or fights. We've had it before. These three communities, they have been in court. Over the years, they win, they lose, they live together, they marry together. So if two men or two persons from the two communities are fighting over land, the governor should look into that matter, bring these people and ask them questions. That's why I say nobody will be treated as a sacred cow. They must have leaders in both communities.
Involvement in resolving civilian issues like the land tussle conflict in the Okuama area. Do you have any thoughts on that? Is it okay for the military to intervene at such levels, or is it something that should ordinarily be left to the police, as some have said?
In Nigeria, we are people of double standard. We use the army. When we are using them, we don't know that this is not their job. They are Nigerians. If they are told that such is happening in a place, and they went out to maintain peace, then this is a matter for the police. But if they were not there, what would happen? So, but this is not the time, my dear, to talk about whether the army should have done this or should have done that. This is not the time. The same army has been used by everybody. Governors are not supposed to have military men in their houses. People are not supposed to have military people in their houses. Everybody have the army. They are looking for their own safety, their own security. When things are wrong, then you blame them. Why? This is not the time to talk about whether the army had done this or done that. Whether it was their job, because this is a clarion call to the police. Let us examine our police. What are they doing? With all this happening, we have never heard of any police action. So these are matters government should look after. But just now, we are only involved in how to solve this wicked action of some unpatriotic Nigerians. We must all sympathize with them. As the governor of Delta State mentioned, we all have a duty to support the families, to see that these people are given a befitting burial as Nigerians who died in active service. We should be friendly with them. We should appeal to them. This is not the time to criticize the army. We have been using them, wrongly or rightly. So thank you very much.